Metaplanet's CEO, Simon Jarovich, believes we're about to see a wave of companies following the Bitcoin treasury model. Speaking with Anthony Pompliano at Bitcoin Investor Week in New York, Jarovich said that the success of Metaplanet and Strategy, both publicly traded Bitcoin treasury firms, will likely inspire more companies to jump on board. We've taken a lot of inspiration from MicroStrategy, and we hope our early success encourages other public companies to explore this model. Right now, Bitcoin treasury firms are a rare breed, but I expect that to change as more businesses recognize the opportunity. Jarovich also noted a shift in how banks view Bitcoin. While they've traditionally been skeptical, he says that's starting to change. Banks tend to be ultra-conservative, maybe even a little brainwashed by old-school financial metrics. If something doesn't fit their existing framework, they dismiss it. But that's changing. The launch of a Bitcoin ETF last year helped open some eyes. We're now seeing more interest from investment banks and institutions whose clients want to learn more. The more people push their banks to engage with Bitcoin, the faster this shift will happen. As of now, Bitcoin is trading at $87,335, holding steady for the day. Morgan Stanley's Chief Investment Officer Mike Wilson is sounding the alarm on the stock market, warning that the current rally might not last. Speaking with CNBC, Wilson predicted continued volatility through Q2, with stocks likely to decline as earnings reports roll in during May and June. This rally probably won't hold. We expect a more significant market low later in the year. Wilson pointed to underlying economic factors as the real drivers behind the market's downturn, dismissing tariffs as the primary cause. Everyone's focused on tariffs, but that's not what's dragging the market down. Earnings forecasts have been revised lower, the Fed stopped cutting rates, immigration policies tightened, and regulatory enforcement increased. These factors are slowing growth, and tariffs are just the final straw that turns sentiment bearish. He also noted that former President Donald Trump's apparent indifference to the stock market has shaken investors. The big shock for the S&P 500 was realizing that Trump isn't prioritizing the stock market, at least for now. The absence of a Trump put caught a lot of people off guard. Currently, the S&P 500 is down 6% from its all-time high of 6,147 points reached on February 19th. Senator Elizabeth Warren is raising concerns that a new bipartisan stablecoin bill doesn't go far enough in addressing what she sees as major risks to the financial system. The Genius Act, introduced by Senator Bill Hagerty, RTN, in February, aims to establish clear regulations for stablecoins. The bill moved forward on March 13th, passing the Senate Banking Committee with an 18-6 vote. However, Warren, D. Massachusetts, isn't convinced. Speaking to the committee, she warned that the bill lacks critical protections for consumers, national security, and financial stability. This bill doesn't have the basic safeguards needed to prevent stablecoins from wrecking the financial system. It allows issuers to invest in risky assets, the same kind that needed bailouts in 2008 and 2020. And if you think taxpayers won't end up footing the bill for future bailouts, you're kidding yourself. Just look at Circle, one of the biggest stablecoin companies. In 2023, it would have collapsed if regulators hadn't stepped in to cover its $3.3 billion in Silicon Valley Bank deposits. The proposed bill would require stablecoin issuers to maintain full one-to-one backing for their assets. Permitted reserves would include U.S. currency, insured bank deposits, and U.S. Treasury securities. BitMEX co-founder Arthur Hayes is bullish on Bitcoin, BTC, and Ethereum ETH, predicting they're on track for sustained rallies to new all-time highs. Posting on X, Hayes said Bitcoin could soon break past its previous record of $108,000 thanks to a shift in Federal Reserve policy. Fed Chair Jerome Powell recently announced plans to slow quantitative tightening, QT, by April 1st, which Hayes believes could lead to a full pivot toward quantitative easing, QE, a move that has historically fueled crypto bull runs. I bet BTC hits $110,000 before it retests $76,500. Why? The Fed is shifting from QT to QE for treasuries. And tariffs? They don't matter because of transitory inflation, Powell told me so. If we hit $110,000, then it's Yahtzee time. We won't be looking back until $250,000. At the time of writing, Bitcoin is trading at $87,641. Hayes is also confident in Ethereum, predicting that ETH will reach $5,000 before Solana, SOL, hits $300. ETH to $5,000 before SOL to $300. Who's with me? Currently, ETH is priced at $2,068, while SOL is trading at $144.